Good morning. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday.
Yeah.
We are Jems Fibers. I'm Judy.
I'm Emily.
And we are located here in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Good morning. It's a cloudy kind of morning. It's dreary.
Yeah, it is.
It has been raining like off and on all week here. So I am ready for some sunshine, but I don't want the heat.
No, and it was nice last night. It was cooler.
It was nice.
Yes.
We went out last night and sat at a local restaurant. And they have a rooftop. And we sat out there, and the breeze was amazing.
It was.
It was so
I
nice.
almost got a little bit chilly when the wind would blow like through really quick, but
yeah.
But for the most part, it was really nice.
So good morning. We are back from Estes Park. We got back Monday night. Estes Park was last weekend.
Yeah.
I love the town.
I do too. It's probably one of my favorite little, places that we go to.
I know a couple of the vendors, like they make it like their vacation.
Yeah.
Emily and I did something. We've been doing something lately that's a little like different. Hey, good morning, Deborah and Katrin. The last couple of shows we've been like going by the grocery store, picking up food, not eating out. It's kind of like bittersweet.
It is. And I think when we have a hotel, it's easier to just go out. But Judy like researches and does all the all the accommodations. And when she finds an Airbnb and it happens to be less expensive or right about the same, and we have a kitchen, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really nice to just go, okay, we just want to go back to the Airbnb and rest and chill.
Well, I think we've done it off and on, we'll pick up like a salad or like a pizza or something like that. But this time, well, in Maryland, we really went.
We did. So
like we made sandwiches and you made a 3-bean salad. Hey, good morning, Valera. And then this time we stopped at Trader Joe's on the way going up the mountain there.
We don't have one close to us.
We don't. We stopped in Boulder, Colorado, at Trader Joe's and really kind of stocked up on some good stuff. And we only went out to eat one time.
I know. It was good.
So that was good. I enjoyed it. And but we did go out and eat one time, and I had the bison tacos.
You get those every time.
I do. They're so good.
I don't even remember what I got.
You got like these little.
Oh, it was the was it
like a little small not quesadilla, it was like a fajita, but
but they're already made up, like the corn tortillas, and I think it was chorizo. Was it? Because we went Mexico. Yeah, it was. Mexican.
So the show was good. It was good to see so many people. Good to see fellow vendors. That's always exciting. I know that like the first night they do like a little soft opening, and then they fed the vendors like appetizers and stuff afterwards.
Good.
And we got to sit around and visit with a lot of other fellow vendors, and that was kind of nice. I enjoyed it.
I did too.
But the show was great. It's just being able to see so many people and then walking around. One thing about like when y'all go to fiber festivals, you walk around and you become inspired because you might see a new shawl or a new sweater. And I did the same thing. I walk around, I'm like, oh, I haven't seen that before.
Right, I do too.
And so it's always good. And I enjoy walking around. I found one booth. So one thing that we've been selling a lot of is yak. And we found, I walked by a booth and she had yak, and she had some yak sausage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
In her
I didn't know where you were going with it.
She had some yak sausage, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. So I went back to the booth and got some cash, and I bought Emily and I like a small one, and I got it home and I tasted it, and it was really good.
I haven't tasted mine yet.
So they have, there's like 2 yak farms that they have. One of them produces for the fiber, and then one of the other produces for the meat.
Okay.
And I think they were in Montana, and I had no idea, but that was really cool. And so somebody came into our booth and we're like, have y'all seen the yak and the babies? And we're like, no. And we couldn't find it. And I finally found it. And there was like a huge yak bull. And then 2 little babies. And they were so sweet. They were jumping around, kind of like goats do. They were jumping around. And Emily and I took turns going out to the barn to see the yak.
Yeah.
And they had sheep and they had goats.
And was it a llama and alpaca or one of the?
I'm not for sure. I didn't walk over. Did you walk over there?
I did, and I took pictures, and I meant to ask you if you knew, because I really don't know the difference.
Don't say that.
I mean, they look. I know that something is it about their ear. I don't know, but I mean, for the most part, they look a lot alike.
They do.
So
yeah. So that was really kind of cool. But just walking around and getting to meet and talk to different people and stuff. We had a little downtime. Saturday afternoon, I kind of think it kind of slowed down a little bit. Saturday afternoon, we walked around a little bit, and so that was good. But we had a good trip back. We got back Monday night kind of late, and I'm always like, oh, I'm good. The drive back home, I'm good. And sometimes it hits me, and sometimes it doesn't. But I think I've been kind of staying up a little bit late, and so the sleep definitely hit me. And I think the next day I was dragging for sure. But we've been back in the dye studio, dyeing lots of new yarns. When we were at H&H America, the 1st of May. I started to say April.
My months are all missed.
At the 1st of May, we found some new undyed yarn companies, and we picked up some new yarns. And so we're gradually kind of playing with them and figuring out which ones we're going to keep, which ones we're not. But one we are definitely going to keep is a new one that we are calling Silky Yak DK. You want to hold one? Yeah. This is.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's so soft.
It is really, really, and I cannot remember.
It's 40% merino.
40% non-superwash merino.
Right. And then 30% yak and 30% silk.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. 30% silk, 30% yak, and 60%.
No, I'm wrong.
I didn't think so.
It's 30% merino.
And it's 40% silk.
40% silk.
Right.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. And 30% yak.
40% silk, and 30% yak, and 30%
merino.
Non-superwash merino. It has 246 yards for 100 grams. It is, I think it's a 4-ply.
It's a 4-ply.
It is a 4-ply. It is really, really nice. And so, so this is a white base. It is a white yak. And so this is a gray yak. This color that we're showing is malachite. And so this is the difference. Because this is a gray base, it is darker. And because this is a white base, it's more true to the color. It might be actually a little bit lighter.
Yeah, I think it's a little lighter.
The yak, because it's white, and it is lighter, it's staying more of a lighter tone, which a lot of people have been saying they like the yak,
right?
But they're like, it's so dark. And this is a nice alternative.
Yes.
It is,
and I think it's
soft.
even lighter than even the sock, because obviously there's a lot less wool, than our Lux sock,
right? And it has got that yak, and so, and the silk, and so it's really, really nice. I cannot wait to knit up something with it. So it is on the website. So if you go to our yak collection, you can see yak fingering, yak DK, and now there is Silky Yak DK. And so I got that added on there. The price is a little bit more than a regular yak. It is $38 because there is a higher percentage of silk. There's 40% silk and then 30% of the yak, and there's only the 30% merino. But it is really, really nice. So soft. I almost think it might be softer than our yak.
Probably.
So anyway, that is on there. And then if you wanted to go ahead and purchase some, you can. We do have it on there. And we do have, because it is my birthday month.
I know.
I am turning 54. Oh my gosh.
It's just a number.
It's just a number.
It's just a number. You don't act like you're 50.
I don't.
No.
Okay, thank you. Margie told me last night. Huh?
I know. And Margie was like, "You're not turning 54. So you must be doing something right."
I must be doing something right. Well, yeah, 54. So you can use the discount code birthday. You buy 2 at full price and you get the third at 54% off, which equates to about 18% for each skein. So it's a good savings. The discount does end on my birthday, which is Thursday. So make sure that if you want to get some, you buy 2, you get the third one. And then if you want more, you want sweater quantity. If you buy 6, you're going to get 2 of them at 54% off, which still means that all of them are about 18%.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is a great savings. I'm really, really excited about this new yarn. We have some more new stuff that we are adding. We're also filling a lot of postal orders from the shows. We are so busy dyeing yarn. It is so good. It's a little overwhelming. I come in every morning. I'm like, okay, Emily, what are we dyeing today?
And I'm like, this.
Which is great, but still, it is a little intimidating. And then we're wanting to dye the new stuff, which I've been kind of like sneaking in. So she's like, "What are you over there dyeing?" I'm like, "Well,
Judy cannot wait until get into the new stuff."
So most all of this new stuff that we have is a non-superwash. We're really, really excited about that. And so you're going to start seeing a lot of new non-superwash spaces being added. There's one down there right now that is wet.
Yes.
And so hopefully we can launch that next week. Next Tuesday, though, I am leaving out early. I am going on a mission trip to Mexico. I went last year, and I'm headed back again this year.
I think you're going to have a great time.
I am super excited. Yeah. So we are going to be working with a retreat for young adults at the church there.
That's great.
I'm excited. So I'm not going to be here next week. So I don't think Emily's going to try to do a podcast by herself.
Well, no, because also too, I got to get some more stuff out.
Got to get some more stuff
out. Get some more wholesale orders out.
Yeah, she's gonna. I feel bad. I'm leaving her.
No, don't.
And she's going to be having to box it all up. Hopefully, we can get most of it dyed, the rest of it today and Monday.
Yeah.
And then all she'll have to do is just twist and label and get the rest of it out.
Yeah.
So we are getting a lot of wholesale orders. We're also getting a lot of requests from yarn shops that are wanting us to come do trunk shows. And we're trying to figure out some things for this fall, to do trunk shows. And so, what?
Are you going to tell them where we're going to be in August? Go ahead. I got on the train of thought.
You can go ahead and tell them.
Well, Judy was up early. So I've been beating her to work, which is kind of a shocker lately. But she was up yesterday working already before she even came into the shop.
I was up working this morning adding all that new white.
Oh,
DK.
yes. And so she was doing that. But she beat me this morning. But so yesterday she got an email and we will be in Michigan at the, is it called Michigan?
Michigan Fiber Fest.
In August. And that's the
13th
through the 17th. Okay. So that was exciting.
I know,
we've been trying to do that.
We've been trying to get in and it's really hard. And so we got an email and they're like, "Hey, you're in." We're like, "Oh my gosh, this is so exciting." But what was really even more exciting was, I don't know if it's exciting.
What?
Well, so we typically stay at Airbnb because we are typically twisting yarn. Every show, even when we were Estes Park, I got to go back and talk about that. But we're typically staying at Airbnb. Well, if you've ever been to the Michigan Fiber Festival, it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
There's no place to stay. And so I was talking to another vendor and she's like, "Well, most people sleep in tents." And I'm like, "Emily."
I would if we had to.
But then she told me that you can rent RVs. They'll come and set up the RVs and set that up, use the fairground bathrooms and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, "Emily," and she's like, "This sounds like fun."
Yeah.
And so we got we got a RV booked for us. We're going to be kind of roughing it for a week.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
It'll be fun. So we're excited about that. And so that is August 13th through the 17th. We'll be in a tent out on the fairgrounds. So
Like our booth will be in a tent.
yeah. Oh, we're not going to be sleeping in a tent. Our booth will be in a tent. No, going back to Estes Park at our Airbnb.
Oh man.
When we were pulling up to our Airbnb, when we were pulling up the driveway, and I was like, "Oh my God, Emily, look! Are those elk? Are they real?" She's like, "No."
Because at first they were sitting so still. They were just like so. But well, she was looking off one side and I was looking off the other, and she goes, "No, those are real." And I'm like, "No, I don't think they are. I mean, I don't think they're real." And she was like, "That one's chewing," and I'm like, "Oh."
So we were like kind of fascinated with, the elk. And then we get to the house, we're unloading, and then Emily's like, "Come outside."
Oh my God.
And there was a huge elk that had
huge.
And it was still in velvet. I mean,
so pretty. So pretty.
Huge. And then another elk, a big elk, showed up, and they were, two bulls.
Yeah.
And they had massive, massive horns. And then, so at our Airbnb, like you could look out the windows. We had all the windows open. And at one point there was like 12 mamas.
Like
female elk that were right there, and we were getting to watch them. I saw a little baby at one point. But we found out that, although we're excited to see them, the people that live there are not so excited because they trample them. I mean, we saw them like destroying property.
Yeah.
And so they're kind of a nuisance, but they're out in the street.
You have to slow down. Don't hit them, because they're like, they don't care. They're like,
they're almost like domestic, except for
like moved into my home.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But that was kind of cool that we were getting to wake up every morning and just drink our coffee and
watch
them.
them. It's nice.
Our Airbnb was really
nice. Yeah, we'll have to remember that.
Yeah. But so in August we'll be at Michigan. In July we are going to be doing a trunk show at Friends and Fiberworks in Asheville, North Carolina, and that's July 17th and 18th. Yeah. The next weekend, we're going to Kellyville, Oklahoma for Christmas in July, and that'll be the first time that we're doing that show. I'm excited about that.
I know, me too.
But anyway, we have a lot of orders that we're doing. We have, when I get back from my mission trip, this July, we're going to start working on our Halloween box. And so if you have not ordered a Halloween box, you need to go ahead and do that very soon, because we are going to cut off orders. It's called Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet. We're going to be kind of doing a theme with, October is known as Socktober. And so we're kind of carrying along with a little bit of that theme. We've got a lot of fun surprises. You're going to be getting yarn, all kinds of goodies. And so you can go and find that on our website. It is called Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet. And that is our Halloween box. You get a t-shirt.
Yes.
Lots of great goodies. So make sure that you go get that order, because once I get back, we have a whole month to get ready for we'll be getting ready for the 2 shows.
Right.
But in the middle of that, after we get back from those 2 shows in July, we have Michigan. But we're going to start working on the Halloween boxes. And so we're going to cut those off, and we need to know how many exactly we got to dye. Yeah. So that's exciting. All right. What else? We have a lot of new exciting bases. One of them is a BFL. It's a BFL mix with Gotland, and that's the one that we dyed. And BFL is really, so I guess when we first started dyeing yarn, we were looking at the different yarn bases. I didn't really care for BFL a lot. But now with this new one, I like it, and it's nice and soft. But we were reading, for socks, BFL is like one of the best yarns you can use for sock yarn. That's what I've been told. And it's really great for sweaters, but this is really soft. And so this BFL Gotland blend that we have is gray and its original form and its undyed form. And so when we've over dyed it, it looks a little bit like the yak. And
that
so
heathered look.
that
Yeah.
heathered look. So
Mhm.
I'm really excited. I hope that we can get that up and launched before I leave,
Yeah.
and get that on the website. So I'm really excited. We also have some Corriedale that we are going to be dyeing.
Mm-hmm.
We have some alpaca. We have a lot of new bases.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of like overwhelmed. We've
I
got
know. And if it were up to Judy, we'd do all of them.
I know, right?
I'm like, Judy, we can't do all of that.
That would be so, yeah, no, because we've got like a couple of new DK bases.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now the only DK base that we have is our Lex DK and it has nylon. And then we have our Yak DK and that's it. So we have a couple of new DK bases that we're looking at. That are a non-superwash and that we're going to add. And so
I know, it's exciting.
It is really exciting to have so many different options. And, all right. So we are going to get back downstairs and get back to busy. Thanks for joining us. I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about.
I don't think so. I think that's it.
Yeah. I knitted just a little bit. You finished something, didn't you? You didn't bring it, did you?
I did bring it. It's not blocked. And I haven't
It is so
done
pretty.
all of my ends, but it is Beach Nights by Lisa Ross. So you start here, and it takes. Is that the right time? Yeah. I gotta get mine. So it takes a pack of minis, and these are the Demeter mini colors, and 2 skeins of yarn. So it's this colorway is Serpent Slayer. This is the Luxe sock. So, but yeah, it looks really good. So, it does call, like in her pattern, it calls for 6 minis, but you definitely have enough with 5 minis
to do it with 5.
Yes. So I just kind of changed up where my colors were a little bit, but it was fun. But and I learned a lot because I'm getting way better at fixing my mistakes, especially with all this lace that I had to
do. She was like, I think you asked me like a couple of times, like, I've done something right here. And you knew where.
Yeah, I think that I get in my head and I'm like, because I knew even when I gave it to her, I'm like, it's going to be like super simple. My brain is just not. And she goes, oh yeah. I'm like, oh. So, but it was fun. Yeah. I started it last year and had to put it away. And so I thought, I'm getting this done. Now I'm going to pick something else and get it done. But we are coming out with new samples in our booth. We'll be posting about new patterns with, the new bases. So
with our new bases that we have, we really like how that when we travel, and so you can tell that our yak is very low. I mean, it is very low from Estes Park. But we like how we travel with these boxes and the yak. And so our booth is going to be making a lot of different changes.
Yes. I'm excited.
I am excited. Hopefully, we will definitely be for the Michigan Fiber Festival. We should have all of our new bases, all of our new boxes are new. But with the double tint, it kind of gives us a little bit more freedom.
Yeah.
The way we can do our booth and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think the way our tint is, we're going to have all 4 sides open.
Yeah, we need to. Oh, how exciting. We're going to have to really, that's going to be fun.
But
we probably need to get a floor.
A floor? Probably. Yeah. But we're going to have some boxes and we're going to start having more boxes. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of got some ideas and probably less carts and removing, because when we're traveling, the yarn swings and it rubs.
And some of our new bases, they just need a little bit more tender loving care.
Right. Yeah. Right. Especially the silk, because with that silk, you don't want it rubbing.
Right.
And then, so anyway, lots of new changes coming to Jems. We are very, very excited for the rest of this year. I cannot believe it's June.
I know. I mean, and then I was talking to my friend, I have a girlfriend over in Houston. We've been friends since the 7th grade, and I'm like, I have the next like 7 weekends like busy. I'm like, I don't even want to think about it because I just want to stay home.
I know. You're going to a class reunion next weekend.
Yes, that one is here. But it's just busy. Like I don't like I'll have Sunday, you know, so that'll be nice. But
oh, Sunday's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to
Yeah.
all of the fathers that are
That's
out there
right.
watching.
So, but yeah, I'm like, oh, I don't even see an end to it calming down.
I know. Everybody keeps asking, so are y'all home for a while? And I'm like, well, yes and no.
I know.
I mean, we're not going every weekend.
But then you've got your mission trip. That's a whole weekend gone. And then I'll be gone. But then we've got 4th of July and, you know. So.
And then here comes the fall and it's going to be Christmas again before we know it. It's going way too fast. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope y'all have an amazing weekend. Enjoy your Father's Day. We did talk about doing a color fusion on Sunday, and it was before I even realized it was Father's Day. And then I will be gone the next weekend. So we are definitely going to try to get a color fusion in the next couple of weeks, somehow or another.
Yeah.
After I get back, and I guess maybe before we go to Asheville.
Yeah.
We'll be able to do
We could maybe do one the weekend right there at 4th of July. Nothing's going on Sunday.
Because 4th of July is on Thursday.
Friday.
Okay. Yeah.
But we'll see. Just stay tuned.
Yeah. Because, you know, Emily won in 22. I won in 23 and 24. And, you know, I mean, I have to keep the reign. And I know that Lane.
But I think I won the first one this year, didn't I?
You did.
Yes.
What is that supposed to be? So, there's only one win for this year, and you got that one.
Yeah, I've got that one. And I already have ideas.
You have ideas.
Yes.
Oh, I've got ideas too. I've always got ideas.
We'll see.
All right, y'all. Have a great weekend. We won't be here next Friday, but we will definitely be back the next week, and I'll be able to tell you about my mission trip and everything else. Hopefully some more of our new bases will be added to the website. So
All right.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye, everyone.